everyone, welcome back. That part 4 video is a lengthy one because that assignment part is too long. So I make it into two part now. So assignment is there in the last session, and this is the new video. Here we are going to start with the last point in the structure portion. Okay. Yeah. This is the last part of the structure topic, nested structure. You already heard that word, nested. Is it? You remember? Nested if, nested loop. Yeah. What is nested if? If inside another if. Nested loop, loop inside another loop. So nested structure, structure inside another structure. Yeah. The same definition only. Structure inside another structure. One more point I put there, just read. If an element of a structure is a variable of another structure, it is called nested structure. Read once more and listen carefully. There may be some confusion in it. Just listen, okay? If an element of a structure means, just imagine we are defining a structure. So many elements are there inside that definition. And one of that element is another structure. So that structure is known as what? Nested structure. Understood? One of the element of a structure is the another structure. That is nested structure. Clear now? If an element of a structure is a variable of another structure, it is called nested structure. Clear? Now see the syntax. Struct, structure outer. So just I put a name for that. Structure outer is the name given. Brace open, data type variable 1, data type variable 2. And see in the yellow color part, one more structure I defined inside that structure. Same syntax only. Structure name, brace open, elements, brace close variable. So structure name as structure nest I put just to identify it's a nested. Okay, structure underscore nest. Then brace open, data type variable 1, data type variable 2. These are the nested structure elements. Okay, then brace close variable 3. So this variable 3 is the element of outer. That is the meaning here. If an element of a structure is a variable of another structure. Understood the meaning now? If an element of a structure is a variable of another structure. So here the element is what? Variable 3 is the element of outer structure. Okay, of this structure, outer structure, variable 3. And the data type of variable 3 is what? The structure nest is the variable data type. Clear now? So this is the way of declaring a nested structure. Then brace close, structure variable 1. This is the outer variable. Okay, outer structure variable. Clear? Yeah, see once more. Structure outer. That is the main structure definition. That is the main data type. Okay. Then inside that structure, some elements are there. What are the elements? Data type variable 1, one element. Data type variable 2, another element. And the third element is a structure. Okay. So here we define that structure. Structure nest. So structure nest is the data type. Brace open, data type variable 1, data type variable 2, brace open, variable 3. So variable 3 is the third element of the structure outer. Clear? Now structure outer definition closed. Then structure variable also declared there, then semicolon. Clear now? This is the way of defining a structure, nested structure. And one more method is there. one more method. See the second method. Just listen that yellow color part. Structure nest, brace open, data type variable 1, data type variable 2, brace close semicolon. Now this nested structure is a independent structure structure definition. Is it normal structure definition only? There is no confusion in it. This is the way of defining a structure. So we just defined it. We put a name as structure nest as the definition name, structure name. Okay. Now this structure I want to declare inside another structure. So how is it possible? See, structure outer, brace open, data type variable 1, data type variable 2, then another variable is there, variable 3, but the data type is what? Structure nest. Understood now? Structure nest. What is structure nest? That is the structure definition we put on top. Is it? That is another structure. So that data type is the data type of variable 3. That is the element of structure outer. Clear? Now structure outer is over, then brace close, structure variable 1 we declared for the variable structure outer, then semicolon. Understood? So two methods are there for defining a nested structure. One method is that structure definition itself, we can put it inside a structure definition. The second method is what? That nested part we can define as a normal structure. But the variable we are not defining there. We are not declare any variable at the definition time. Where we are defining that one? Yeah, that variable declaration we can put it inside the outer definition. So that means that variable is an element of the structure now. Clear? Then why we are using this nested structure? What is the use of this? See the example. Student is the structure definition example I took. Int admission number, character name of 20 size, struct date. See date. There is no date data type. Is it? Yeah. But we can use date as the data type, and we can put a data members put the elements of the data dd, mm, yy, and brace close dob as the variable we are using for date data type. Okay, then float mark, brace close s1. What is the meaning of this? This means student is the data type, and inside the data type admission number 4 bytes, name 20 size we used, and the another block is again what? A structure type, because date together we want to get it. So date, from the word itself we are getting this is the date data type. Or we can use address, house number, house name or house number, city, district, state, pin code, all together we can put it one name, address. So it's easy for us to remember. No need of putting independent variables. So same like here also, date, that from the word itself we will get our date is the data type here. So it's easy to get it. So date is a block now. So dd, mm, yy are the 3 columns. And for the date, we are using dob as the variable name. Clear? Then float mark. Clear? Then brace close s1. Then the same example we can use it in the second method also. See the second method? Date we declared at first itself. Struct date. Brace open. Short dd. Short. What is short? Remember short? It's a modifier. Date is only 2-digit numbers, is it? Don't use that int 4 bytes capacity for the dd, mm, yy. So we can use short. short dd, short short yy. 3 columns for date. Brace close semicolon. We are not defining any variable there. Why? We are not using that date structure as an independent structure. We want to use that structure for the another structure. We want to use the data type for the student one. Okay, we are not using that as an independent one. So that date we want to be in student. So no need of declaring a variable there. If we are declaring a variable there means that date of birth is not as the element of the student. It's a global one. There is no connection with student date that time. Okay, so I want that DOB as the element of a student. Then only we'll get it in one block. Otherwise, DOB is another block and student is another block. So I don't want like that. I want inside that student block itself, date, one block I need. So I want to define the structure with another structure type of element. Clear? So here struct date short dd yy. That is the structure of the date. So this structure I want inside the student structure. So normally into admission number, character name of 20 size, then that date part I want there. So date is the data type, DOB is the name we are using for that. Then float mark. S1 is the variable. Understood now? Why we are not defining that DOB as globally? Because there won't be any connection between student and DOB that time. Okay, the date will be an independent structure, student is an another structure. There is no connection between this. So here we need one block inside the student itself, same like admission number and name. I want one block there. So we can use what? That structure variable as an element here. So date space DOB. Now date is the element of student and DOB is the variable we used for that date. Clear now? Okay. Now see the memory allocation. S1 is a variable we declared for student. Admission number is the first column. Name is the second column. Then date of birth. See date of birth. It's another block. Is it? Yeah. DD, YY. 3 blocks are there for DOB. Then mark. Okay. So S1 1001 to 1004 admission number. Then 1005 to 1024 name. These are the memory addresses. Is it? Yeah. Then 1025 onwards for date of birth. So for DD 2 bytes it's a short 2 bytes only. Then 2 bytes. Then 2 bytes for 2 bytes for YY. So 1025 to 1030 date of birth. Then 1031 onwards, mark 31, 32, 33, 34. Clear? So see the bytes used for S1, 4 bytes admission number, 20 bytes name, 3 into 2 bytes for date of birth, then 4 bytes for mark. So altogether 34 bytes. Clear now? This is structure inside another structure. So student is the outer structure here, and inside that structure we put another structure, that is date. Okay, so altogether we'll get under a single name, that is S1. It's easy, no? Yeah. Now we can study how we can assign the values or input the values, how we can access this date of birth. Okay, so see. So how to access the values of nested? So declaration with initialization, that is the first sentence. Student space S1 is equal to 3452 Vaishak, then brace open again. That shows date of birth. Okay, 1 comma 1 comma 2004, that means January 1st 2004, brace close, then comma 270 mark, brace close, semicolon. Clear this? This is initialization method. At the declaration time itself, we can assign the values. So S1 is the variable here. So here we can put brace open for the collection of values. So 3452 will assign to admission number. Vaishak, it's a name. Then 1, that is DD. Then the other one is MM. Then 2004 is YY of date of birth. Okay, 270.00. That is mark. So if it's a nested one, we want to put a separate brace for that nested blocks. Clear? This is the way of initialization. Now how we can access the values? Without initialization, how we can assign or how we can input? Just see. The syntax is structure variable 1 dot, structure whatever variable we used, that variable dot, nested structure variable. Two structure variable are there. Outer variable is there. Then nested, for the nested one also there is a structure variable. So the outer structure variable dot nested structure variable dot element name semicolon. Understood? This is the way of accessing the values or referring the elements of the nested one. How we can refer? Structure variable dot, that means outer structure variable dot, then nested structure variable dot element name. See examples. S1 dot admission number, it's already know. S1 dot name, but for getting the date, month and year, DOB is the block name. Is it? DOB the nested structure variable name, and S1 is the outer variable, that is the main variable S1. S1 dot DD, it's not possible. Why? That is the element of DOB. So we want to put S1 dot DOB dot DD. Clear? Same like S1 dot DOB dot MM, then S1 dot DOB dot YY. Because this DD, MM, YY are the elements of DOB. Okay, DOB is the variable of which one? Date structure. Clear? And S1 is the outer structure, student structure. So inside S1 there is a block that the variable is DOB, and inside that block DD is the variable. Clear now? S1 dot DOB dot DD. Then mark, the direct element of S1, so S1 dot mark. Clear? Okay, see the example. Struct student, int admission number, character name of 20 size. Struct date definition I put, then brace open, short DD, MM, YY, brace close, DOB. So date is the data date, DOB is the variable for that. Then float mark, brace close S1. For this example, how we can input the elements? Just see in S1 dot admission number. Okay, see in dot get line, bracket open, S1 dot name 20 size, semicolon. Then for DD, MM, YY, how we can input? Cin S1 dot DOB dot DD, then S1 dot DOB dot MM, then S1 dot DOB dot YY. Clear? Yeah. Then the last one, S1 dot mark. Clear? Just to refer the nested part, we want to put the variable name. Clear? Direct X1 can't access the values. It's a inside the element of DOB. So S1 can't access directly. So through DOB only we will get the value of DD, MM, YY. Understood? See how we can display all the details. See out S1 dot admission number, S1 dot name, S1 dot DOB dot DD, S1 dot DOB dot MM, S1 dot DOB dot YY, then S1 dot mark, semicolon. Clear? This is nested one. I hope you all are clear now. Okay, just see print employee number, name and date of join and salary of employees. So this is the question here. Okay, we want to input the details of some employees, employee number, employee name and date of join and salary. So we want to display all the details. So see the statements there. Hash include using namespace. Then the structure definition. See the structure definition. Struct employee. Int e and no for employee number. Character name of 20 size for the name. Then struct date I put. Okay. Then inside short dd comma mm comma yy semicolon. Then brace close doj date of join. Okay. For join doj short form I put. Semicolon then float salary. Then brace close E of 20 size. E of 20 size means 20 employees details can access through E. Clear? Okay, now we can start. Int main. Int I comma n. Two variables I used. I for loop, n. What is n here? So 20 employees details we can assign inside E. Is it? But we are asking the user how many you need. Just put the limit. Do you remember that n number of employees? What is n? Who will give you the value of n? Yeah, the user at the execution time. Is it? So here we can give a message, enter the number of employees you need. So C in n. This is for the limit. Okay. C in n. This is for the limit. Clear? Number of employees. The user will give you how many employees details they want to assign it. So C in n, that limit will get. Okay, now the employee details starts. For loop, I is equal to 0, I less than n. Why n we used? Because n is the limit here. We are not inputting 20 employees details together. We need only according to the user wish. So that is that value is in n now. So less than n, I plus plus. Then input the details. Enter employee number, Cn, E of I dot ENO. Then enter employee name, E of I dot name. Enter date of birth, see, date of join. See, E of I dot DOJ dot DD. See, DOJ dot DOJ. DOJ is the variable of date. Clear? Then seen again E of I dot doj dot then doj dot yy. Then the salary E of I dot salary. Clear? So n employees details we can input. So E of 0 will assign all the details, then the second employee will be in E of 1, then the third employee will be in E of 2, like that. All the employees details we can input. Then after that just display all the employees details. So same like I is equal to 0, I less than n. I less than n means we input only n employee details. So n employees details we want to display it. So see E of I dot ENO slash T, E of I dot name, E of I dot DOJ dot DD, DOJ dot DOJ dot YY, then E of Y dot J dot salary. So all the employees details will display. Clear now? Understood? So here 20 employees details is the maximum size, and according to the user wish we can enter in it. That is n here. Clear? And for the nested one, we want to specify the nested variable dot element. Okay? The structure variable dot nested structure variable dot element. These are the points to remember here. Clear? So see the enter the number of employees. That is the first message. So I put 2 there. So 2 employees details only I want. So enter employee details. Enter employee number 1. Enter name Akash. Enter date of join. I put 1/1/2000. That means January 1st 2000. And enter the salary 34,000. Sorry, 3,40,000 I put. Then enter employee number 2. The name Vishal I put. Enter date of join 2/2/2003. That means February 2, 2003 is the year. Okay. Then enter salary, that is 20,000. Then just to show all the details. See the details: employee number, name, date of join, and salary. 1. Akash, see the date of join, that we can put any format at the cout statement. Okay, see 1/1/2000. So altogether I put it as a string now. Okay, 1/1/2000, 3,40,000. Then to Vishal, 2/2/2003, 20,000. Clear now? That displays according to our style. In any format we can put it at a cout statement. Is it? So at the display time itself we can put that slash in a double quotes. That is the difference here. Understood now? So this is nested structure. I hope you all are clear now. Array versus structure. In the first video itself I told what is array versus structure. I gave you one assignment, is it? Yeah. Let's see some more points we studied now. Now altogether 5 differences are there. Just see the difference. Arrays, structures, it's important. Just listen carefully. It is derived, array is a derived data type. Structure is a user defined data type. Array is a collection of same type of data. Structure is a collection of different types of data. Then arrays, elements of an array are referenced using the corresponding subscripts. That means index number. But in structure, elements of structure are referenced using dot operator. Then in array, when an element of an array becomes another array, we call it as multi-dimension array. Remember, two-dimension array, three-dimension array. That is multi-dimension array. Array inside another array means 2D. That is multi-dimension array. But when an element of a structure becomes another structure, we will call it as nested structure. Understood the difference? If array becomes another element of an array becomes another array means two-dimension array. You remember that? Row columns. Int A of 10 into 10. Is it 10 of 10? Yeah. That is multi-dimensional, two-dimension array. So here, if the element of a structure becomes another structure, that is called nested structure. Then the last point is arrays of structure is possible. Arrays of structure is possible. Yeah, we already studied. Structure can contain array elements. Is it? Structure can contain array elements means what? Inside that structure, we can put arrays. Understood? These are the differences of arrays and structure. Clear? Now the structure topic is over. Now I'll give you some assignments through WhatsApp. So the first portion of the chapter is over now. The next portion is entirely different from this, that is pointers. Okay. So please study well. Take care. Thank you.